SYJCC-TV, the show that lets you know what's going on at the Suffolk Y.
It's time for our special New Year's episode of Baby Sleeping. Happy New Year! Let's look at some highlights from TACSY's Frozen Jr. Here's some helpful information for our brave veterans.
My name is Poonam. You can call me Pam if that's too hard for you. And I am part of the business development team at AgeWell New York. We're a growing HMO, managed long-term organization. We've been around for about 7 years. Our main office is in New Hyde Park, but we are in every borough in New York. I am the business development representative for Nassau and Suffolk County. So just briefly today, I just wanted to touch base on what I do. Long story short, I help get an aid in the home for those that need help and those that qualify for community Medicaid. If not you, you might know someone, a friend, a family member. So, and we have aides that speak many different languages. So we work with the cultural needs of each family to help get an aid in the home. That's the managed long-term care plan, which what I do.
My name is Melissa Negrin-Wiener. I am an elder law and estate planning attorney. What I wanted to tell you a bit about this morning is the Veterans Aid and Attendance Benefits. And that's a benefit that's available to any veteran or surviving spouse of a veteran who needs assistance with their activities of daily living. So people who are at home could qualify for this benefit, but most commonly people who are in assisted living apply for this benefit. There's a few requirements in place. The first is that the veteran has to have been in service for at least 90 days, and one of those days had to be during wartime. That's the first requirement. Even if the veteran never left this country, doesn't matter as long as they served for at least 90 days, and one of those days was during a period of war. Really, after that, the rest of the requirements are more from a financial perspective. We do the applications for aid and attendance benefits in our office free of charge. So we'll have a consultation with you, go over your discharge papers, make sure that you're eligible from that perspective, and then go through the finances with you. And if we determine that you're eligible for the benefit, we will go ahead and submit the application on your behalf, and there's no charge for that meeting or for the application process.
The biggest problem we have is not many veterans are aware of what Honor Flight does or what Honor Flight is. And the biggest thing we can do is just get the word out there and spread the word about it. And for the veteran, the entire day, the trip is completely free. There is no cost at all to the veteran. We don't worry about whether or not you're fully ambulatory. We actually take a transportation wheelchair on the flight for every veteran. And even those veterans that are in their late 80s and 90s and tell us that I walk 3.5 miles a day, when you start walking that mile length down a reflecting pool, it's pretty comfortable to sit in that transportation wheelchair and let your guardian take you down there as you just soak in everything around you. Our website is honorflightlongisland.org. Plenty of information on there. There's also plenty of pictures and videos of all the flights we've taken, so you can get a first-hand look at what one of our trips looks like. But again, everyone that's involved with Honor Flight is a volunteer. All of us that are involved with Honor Flight are volunteers. All the people that help out, make the trip possible, that come to Islip Airport and give you a send-off and meet you when you come home, these are all volunteers. We do it to recognize veterans for their service and their commitment to our nation.
My name is Joanne DeMarco. I'm the outreach coordinator over at Northport. So basically my job is just to go around and talk about the VA, let everybody know about the different programs and services, and help in any way I can. So I just wanted to bring up some other things that we have going on that are kind of unique to the VA. So one of our programs is our caregiver support program. That is actually expanding this year, and basically it's for the caregiver of a veteran, and it may be just helping with getting some resources, or just group where you can meet with other caregivers and talk with them. Another program we have is our home-based primary care. So that's for our veterans that aren't able to leave the house and they need to have a primary care doctor. They actually will come in. There's a doctor, a nurse practitioner, an RN, a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, the whole team, social work, and they come in and they see you at the house. So it's actually saving you a trip to one of our facilities, either Northport or Bayshore, or Patchogue, Riverhead, East Meadow, or Valley Stream. We are able to provide home health aides for veterans. It's limited amount of hours. It's anywhere between 8 and 11 hours currently. We're hoping that they expand on that, but they are able to come into the house and provide services. That's an additional benefit to the aid and attendance benefit. That's the actual, we actually are paying the company to have the aides come in. So that's just a couple of our different programs.
My name is Patricia with Clear Captions, and first of all, I'd like to thank all the veterans for all their service. We are here today just presenting the free caption phone that's federally funded through American Disabilities. This is a free phone for anyone that has any hearing difficulty. We provide the unit, and this unit is amplified, captioned, amplified volume, and supplies real-time captions of the conversation. Again, it's federally funded through American Disabilities, and it is a nationwide program, so anyone, anywhere can take advantage of this. but I cover all of Suffolk County and just here to help all the veterans. So anyone that needs one of these, please reach out. I can be reached at 631-372-2964.
Good morning. My name is Mr. Langhorn, and I'm the assistant to the sheriff here in Suffolk County. And what we're doing here today is ID cards for the senior citizens. We've been doing ID cards for about 13 years now, I believe it is. And we've done over 8,000 cards throughout Suffolk County.
What we do is we have the seniors fill out this form, and it's got your name, address, emergency contact person, doctor, any medical issues, any medications you're allergic to, and we input it on this laptop, take your photo, and in about 4 weeks you'll get a card in the mail that looks like this. And it also, not only can it help you out in a medical emergency, it's also a valid form of second photo ID in Suffolk County. If your organization is interested in the program, you would contact the Sheriff's Office in Riverhead, and you'd speak to Mr. Langhorn, and we would come. We'd need to have at least 20 people or more, and then we'd come to your establishment and make the cards for you. If you're interested in doing the program or getting a card done, you would call the Suffolk County Riverhead Sheriff's Office at 852-2206, extension 206.
Thank you for your service. We had an amazing Hanukkah celebration. So these are the ingredients that we're using to make latkes.
But they're also
And then we also have recipes.
and then the people are making their own latkes, and then they're frying them for them over there.
Yes, and we have pre-made latkes too.
If they want to eat them, if they don't want to make their own, but they just want to eat them. Because sometimes you don't want to do work, but you just want to eat food. We're making latkes.
How many of those do you expect to make today?
A couple hundred.
Put a marshmallow on it.
It's very hard to make this.
Then you just take the icing. You need to take the whole thing of icing
put the
and
ice-
just plop it on.
Hey, I went half a piece of the pot. I get a couple hundred bucks.
Hanukkah, joyous holiday, candles bright, cheerful light, golden young or gay. Hanukkah, set before so, spin and turn while the candles burn.
Here's one of the amazing artists we hosted last month.
They're making art on the floor, which is inspired by Rangoli design in India. And we don't have the Rangoli powder that they use, so we're using chalk. So it's inspired by a traditional way of painting on the floor in India. I'm an artist, I'm a painter. You have some of my art over there that Shiva's put up. So an inspiration, I'm inspired by India, but I'm a Jew from India. I'm a Jew from Iran, India, Pakistan area, and Jews there for thousands of years, and I'm one of them. And I live in New Jersey now. I've been living in America for 33 years, and I do programs and workshops and lectures about growing up Jewish in India. And this is how they apply the color.
Oh my gosh, we turned that
This has been a great journey following Tiana for a couple of years. on the screen, and finally meeting up with her in September. And then I knew we moved the exhibit last week here. And we also partnered with Dick Seals. We had a mini program yesterday at Dick Seals. So we're going to enjoy the lunch.
Voila, Indian food.
Here I am.
Oh, hi Spot. This is my friend Bones.
Hi Bones. So what are you guys doing?
We're practicing.
What exactly are you practicing?
Obviously, our dance routine. How about joining us? Why? Because we are going to attend one of the dance classes here at the Y. Why? Because we both need to get in shape.
Okay.
The show was a disaster.
I'm Riley. I play Chad Rubik, suave ladies man who's never gotten over his first love, Marianne, who left him standing on the altar. He runs into her on the casino boat and realizes that he still loves her after going through a disaster with her.
I'm Eden. I play Marianne, and Marianne is basically as close as you can get to an ingenue in this show. She's a reporter, and she doesn't think she can have love and a career at the same time, but she's proven wrong throughout the events of the show.
I'm David, and I'll be playing Tony, and he's kind of the type of guy who really only cares about money and women, and he'll do anything to get those things.
I'm Cassidy, and I play Jackie Noel in the show. She's just looking for love and a father figure for her 2 children.
I'm Noah, I'm playing Ted. Ted is a very serious disaster expert. He can predict whether like a hurricane or a tsunami or an earthquake is going to happen. The problem is nobody will listen to him when something is about to happen.
I'm Ray. I'm playing Lavore Verona, a washed-up 70s disco diva with a love for her only dog that's her only family and friend. Her whole life becomes a ruckus when she tries to win money from a casino machine, which causes a huge earthquake.
I'm Aiden, and I'm playing Ben and Lisa, who are 11-year-old identical twins who are always at each other's throats. And I play both of them.
I'm Morgan. I play Sister Mary Downey from the Convent of St. Francis. She's a very religious nun who ends up on a casino boat, and she finds out that she has a gambling addiction that was in her past and goes crazy over a specific slot machine.
I'm Jake, and I play Jake in the show. I am Tony's bodyguard, and I dance a lot, and I die a very gruesome death.
I'm Connor, and I play a taxi driver in Disaster. Basically all I do is I have to chase someone that I don't get paid, and then I'm pretty angry about it.
Yoga on a chair?
Hi, my name is Diana, and I've been teaching at the Suffolk Y for almost 13 years doing regular mat yoga. However, we decided that there was a need for people with limited mobility to do yoga. However, we do it on a chair and not on the floor. So for people with arthritis or shoulder problems and hip problems, we are able to work that through. And we only do what we can do. It's so good. And I always tell people, just try it. Yoga is for everyone.
There's a new show opening at Star Playhouse.
Boeing, a madcap comedy here at Star Playhouse
takes place in the 60s, in the 1960s that is, in Paris, France. I play Robert Lambert. I'm coming to visit my friend, Bernard. I come from Wisconsin and things are much quieter back there. When I arrive, I learned that Bernard has created quite a lifestyle for himself. You'll meet 3 air hostesses, which are simultaneously his fiancées. In addition to that, he has a wild maid that kind of runs the whole thing. So during the course of the show, you'll see all the relationships blow up and then blow down.
My name is June Damadeo, and I'm playing Gretchen, a German flight attendant in Boeing. Gretchen is an extremely passionate woman, and she falls in love rather easily.
Hi, I'll be playing Gloria, and I'm a stewardess who works for TWA Airlines. I'm a New Yorker by birth, have a few secrets. I don't know that my fiance actually has 2 other fiancés, so that'll be a fun show. I'm a spunky, flirty girl who loves to dance.
So I play Gabriella. She is an airline stewardess from Italia. She speaks with a thick Italian accent. She is engaged to Bernardo. And she actually probably is one of the characters who has 2 sides to her personality. She can be very sweet and loving, but then at the same time she has a definite Italian temper at times, which she will throw in Bernardo's face when she can.
So hopefully you'll come out and enjoy the show. We'd love to see you out there. Lots of laughs.
It's time for a fitness flash.
My name is Alex Weinmuller. I'm a personal trainer here at the SYJCC, and I thought I'd give you a tip on this machine right here. Do tricep extension, and as the name suggests, works your triceps. Most importantly, this machine, it works the long head back here, which that's where everyone is always concerned about a little flab that you could get. So it works on that specifically. So what we do, we'll set the machine up. We'll just touching your back. You want to raise this to where it's comfortable, and then you'll get on. You don't have to go with a crazy weight. You can do something light. So what we'll do is we'll put our arms on the pad, flat against it, hold it here. We'll make sure our wrists are straight the whole time. We don't want to bend with our wrists. So we'll make sure our wrists are straight, and we'll come all the way down, and then we'll come back in a controlled motion. And if you want to change it up, the slower you come back, the more it'll work your tricep too. It's just focusing on the negative. So it's another little variation that we can do. But that's pretty much all there is to it. And you'll do this for about 8 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 sets, and you should be good to go.
My name is Gail, and I have been teaching your loved ones. I've been with them for the last 10 weeks, and we've been working on something called Cabaret Kids. So basically what Cabaret Kids is all about is 2 things. Number 1 is that everybody gets to solo. So it gives every kid a chance to stand up here, feel what it feels like to be in the spotlight and really own the space on stage. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is really connecting with a song. So often when you go to the theater or you listen to the radio, you don't necessarily really think about what the lyrics are. But in this class, what we do is we really work with the kids to help connect it to their own life. So every kid gets to pick a song, and then we talk about how we might find our way into that song so that they can connect with it.
Suffolk Y.